Hello, this is Paul Rejczak of Sunshine Profits, and I'm the author of Stock Trading Alerts. Let's take a look at today's stock market charts as an addition to today's stock trading alert. The first chart is a daily chart of the S&P 500 index, and we can see that the index accelerated its uptrend last week. It got above the 4700s level. But on Friday it reached the new record high 4714.9, and yesterday it just fluctuated within its Friday's daily trading range. We can see that the last two trading sessions are the doji types, which means that the opening price is close to the closing price and the market just fluctuates within a short-term consolidation. So it may be a topping action or just a consolidation before another leg up. But we can see that the market is overbought in the short term, so it may be a topping action here. The resistance level is at around 47.20-25, and the nearest support is at 46.50. Now let's move to the technology Nasdaq 100 index, and we can see that the index is also close to the new record highs. It reached the new record high on Friday, and yesterday it fell 0.1%. It just fluctuated following the last week's rally. And the market is still above a very steep upward trend line here. So basically the similar picture to the broad stock market S&P 500 index. Now let's take a look at some bullish drivers, the stocks that drove the market higher. And let's start with the AMD. The semiconductor stock, and you can see that that there was a parabolic move higher, and yesterday it gained 10%. The same situation, the NVDA stock, and the stock gained 3.5% after last week's Thursday's impressive rally. To the new record highs, and the increase in market cap above $700 billion. So those stocks drove the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 index higher. Now let's move to some other big cap tech stocks. And the first one, the Microsoft. The Microsoft also was also very strong recently, as it reached the new record highs, and it extended its move following the breaking above the local highs from August and September here. And Microsoft remains above its over month-long upward trend line. So there have been no confirmed negative signals so far, but the market is overbought in the short term. Another big cap tech stock, the Apple, and there is a different picture here because the Apple remains relatively weak, as it still fluctuates along the $150 level. It is well below its early September record highs, and the resistance level is at 154, 156. So basically the stock is fluctuating within a consolidation here, and for now it looks like a short-term topping pattern, and the stock may enter another short-term downtrend towards the 138, 142 area, unless it breaks above 152 and resumes its uptrend. Now let's move to the Google or Alphabet stock, and it is relatively stronger recently. It reached the new record high yesterday, but it gained just 0.1% after an intraday retracement. The stock remains above the short-term upward trend line here, but we can see that that there are negative technical divergences here, so it looks like a topping pattern here. Another tech stock, the Tesla, and it drove the market higher recently, obviously, and yesterday it fell below the upward trend line here, following the news about Elon Musk's Twitter poll about the selling of his 10% stake in the company. So it was a negative reaction to that news, and for now it looks like a consolidation. It may be a topping pattern. The market is obviously very overbought in the short term. Now let's move to banking stocks, and banking stocks were relatively strong recently, but for like 2 weeks they just go sideways, and there is a consolidation along the highs. And now let's take a look at the Bank of America BAC stock, and it's just fluctuating along the $48 level. It broke below its short-term upward trend line in the late October, and it's going sideways. The nearest support level is at 45.5 here, and the resistance level is at 48.5. Another bank stock is the Morgan Stanley's, and it is relatively weaker, as it just bounced from its local highs from August and September, and it broke below a short-term upward trend line here. So the stock is now going sideways along the $100 level, but it is likely that it breaks lower and goes to its recent local lows or along the $96 level. The last two stocks I would like to show you are the oil sector stocks, and the first one, the ConocoPhillips COP. We can see that the stock broke below its upward trend line here, but last week and yesterday it got back closer to the record highs. It gained 0.6% yesterday, but so far it also looks like a topping action here. It may be forming a medium-term top pattern. So if the similar situation we can see on the oil price, and the oil price just fluctuates along the $84 level. So the oil stocks are going just as the oil price, and they may be topping. The next are the ExxonMobil Corp and XOM. It reached the new high yesterday. It gained 1.1%, but we can see that that it is still a consolidation along the recent highs. The stock remains below the broken upward trend line here as well. Now let's get back to the S&P 500 index chart. The market is expected to open virtually flat this morning, and we may see some more consolidation along the 4700 level. It looks like a short-term topping pattern, but there have been no confirmed negative signals so far. Okay, that's everything I have for you today. It was not a trading recommendation or an advice, and just a general opinion of an author. And thanks for watching, and see you on Thursday.